Bloomington also looking to the future. First at the past, though. Historic downtown is about to change. Several buildings will soon be leveled. Our own Liz Lape joins us in studio. And Liz, that's a decision that one city group was a bit reluctant to make.
Tyler, at last night's meeting, the Bloomington Historical Preservation Commission gave the city the go-ahead to demolish 3 buildings, 2 on the same block near the McLean County Museum of History. The decision comes after years of neglect to the buildings and no interest from developers. Bloomington's downtown is losing almost an entire block of historic buildings. With the Historic Preservation Commission's approval, the front and center building on Front Street, built in 1919 and home to department stores over the years, will come down. On the same block, the old DUI countermeasures building will be demolished, as well as the old Elks Lodge on Washington Street. Commission Chairwoman Sarah Lindenbaum says it was a hard decision to make, but the buildings have been vacant and deteriorating for more than 20 years.
If you had endless money, yes, these buildings are capable of being preserved. Has that person with endless money materialized in, the 15 to 20 years since they've been vacant? No, unfortunately not.
Owner of Catalyst Construction will demo the buildings and turn them into parking lots under the city's ownership until new developers come in. McLean County's Museum of History librarian Bill Kemp says past landlords didn't take care of the structures, and he admits the city dragged its feet protecting the buildings.
If the city would have been more aggressive in pursuing the family that owned these buildings 2 decades ago, when they were encouraged to do so, I don't think we would have been where we were.
The People's Bank building on the corner of Washington and Madison Streets will be saved, however, and so will a portion of the facade on the Elks Lodge building. Kemp says he hopes the demolitions will spark more needed development downtown.
If Bloomington wants to attract the best and the brightest entrepreneurs, young families, right? They have to have a dynamic city center.
And Lindenbaum says the commission is now working on a plan to protect historic buildings from neglect.
We are going to be working with Landmarks Illinois to identify potentially endangered buildings, to see what we can do now and what actions we can take now so we don't lose any more of our historic buildings.
Now, the Bloomington City Council has already approved the plans, but it is unclear when demolition will start.